Libya borders Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, Niger, and Chad in North Africa. Libya borders the Mediterranean. Tripoli is Libya's capital and largest city. Most of Libya's 7 million residents live in cities. Islam predominates, and Arabic is the official language. Libya's massive oil reserves make up a large part of its GDP. Political upheaval and armed warfare have hurt the oil industry and the economy. During its long and dramatic history, several kingdoms and empires have controlled this nation. Despite its vast oil deposits, Libya has always had a water shortage until researchers found water in the Sahara Desert. Libya's most ambitious public work project, the Great Man-Made River, has been under construction for 25 years. So, in this video, we will discuss the 8th wonder of the world, which can be found in Libya. So, watch the video until the end. Before starting, like the video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss our future uploads. And now, let's get started. Few people likely know that Libya sits above the Nubian Sandstone aquifer, a reservoir of fresh water hidden beneath the dunes of the desert. According to scientific estimates, the volume of water is about equivalent to what would flow down the Nile over 200 years. While most of the water here is estimated to be between 38,000 and 14,000 years old, other portions may be as young as 7,000. Underneath the surface, there are 4 major basins. Southeast of the country, not far from the Egyptian border, is where you'll find the Kufra Basin mine. It covers an area around 350,000 kilometers square and has a depth of over 2,000 meters, making it a significant water source. The mine is estimated to provide water for 20,000 square kilometers of land in the Libyan region. There is enough water in the Serb Basin's 600-meter deep aquifer to flood an area of more than 10,000 square kilometers. South of Jebel Pleasant lies the 450,000 square kilometer Murzuk Basin is speculated to contain 4,800 square kilometers of water. While the Murzuk Basin is more extensive, it has less water than the Hamada and Kufra basins, which run from the Kark of Arch and Jabal Sata to the coast. Transporting water from these reservoirs to the northern coastal strip to irrigate the land and provide drinking water for the country's 5.6 million people is the goal of the Great Man-Made River Project, GMMR, the most significant engineer endeavor ever attempted in the world. Colonel Muammar Gaddafi claimed it would be the 8th wonder of the world and the culmination of the Libyan Revolution. With a 24 million cubic meter storage capacity, Omar Mukhtar is the world's 2nd largest reservoir. It is also crucial to the Libyan government's grandiose $20 billion Great Man-Made River project. The GMMR has been called the largest irrigation project of its kind, initially reliant on desalination facilities and diminishing rain-fed aquifers near the coast. Famous cities and farming areas in Libya's north have received water from the project for cultivation and drinking purposes since 1991. These neighborhoods required these resources badly. According to the government brochure that describes the project, before the deployment of the GMMR, the inhabitants of Libya were anxious for even a tiny amount of water throughout the years. Now, with a daily flow of about 6 million cubic meters, there is sufficient water to feed each resident of the vast Jamaica Rio with more than 1,000 liters of water per day. This was previously impossible. In addition, relief will be provided for a total of 135,000 hectares of land. Central water supply well fields have been created by the GMMR, among which include the Sarir Sirte system, the Taserbo Benghazi system, the Kufra Taserbo system, the Sirte Asdada system, the Jagbub Tobruk system, the Hassona Jafara system, and the Ghadami Zawara system. The Taserbo well field can be found in the southeast corner of the Libyan desert, along with southwest-northeast alignment of the southern slope of the Persinian uplifts, which marks the boundary between the Kufra and the Sirte basins. The Taserbo well field may be found. The building of the 380-kilometer water conveyance line between Al-Kufra and Tazero was given in 2005 by the Great Man-Made River Authority. It was one of Libya's most challenging parts of its mammoth Mammoth Water Transmission System. The International Fund of Agriculture Development, IFAD, a UN agency, provides oversight and funding for the project as part of a larger international initiative. In 1974, Libya initiated a feasibility examination for the GMMR project, and in 1983, the country officially formed the GMR administration. The Brega Pipe Factory was founded by Gaddafi himself in August 1984. In 1991, construction wrapped up in the first stage. Once operational, the pipeline will transport 2 million cubic meters of water daily over its 1,200-kilometer length. El Gerdabia Reservoir is where the water from hundreds of deep wells is stored before being piped west to the seaside city of Sirte and north of Libya's second-largest city, Benghazi. The second phase's estimated daily water supply demand is 2.5 million cubic meters. Water for cities and areas, including the capital Tripoli, has been supplied since the completion in 1996. Muammar Gaddafi said on the opening day of the project's second phase that it was the perfect response to the United Nations and everyone who has associated Libya with terrorism. This was on the first day of the project's second phase, and his words set the tone. This illustrates that the people of Libya seek stability and progress in their political and social lives. In 2009, the building's third and final construction phase was completed. The estimated overall cost of the project, which will take 25 years to complete, is $30 billion. Assuming only 3 steps are completed, this project will still hold the record for the largest irrigation project ever attempted anywhere in the world. Western media outlets seldom cover this story, and when they do so with a heavy dose of criticism, calling it Gaddafi's pet project, a vanity project, or the Mad Dog's daydream. Each of the nearby 500,000 PCCP pipes used to build the massive artificial river is 7.5 meters long, has a diameter of 4 meters, and is 25 centimeters thick. The need for these pipes will skyrocket before construction on this project can be declared complete. In 2002, SNC Lavalin was awarded a contract to design and produce PCCP in Sera, located in east-central Libya. Batching factories, oxygen plants, acetylene plants, ice plants, and power generation units were all essential to the project's success. SNC Lavalin has been continually constructing massive water transportation pipes since 2003. When it completed the renovation of the server plant and resumed operations, SNC Lavalin also has current agreements for 298 wells in the Silieri well field and for good fields, Chandames, and Kufra, where drilling is ongoing. Ben Assa says that the Libyan government's foresight in launching this program over 25 years ago deserves praise. Libya's agricultural development has been hampered by the country's lack of reliable water sources. When completed, the massive artificial river will supply up to 6 million cubic meters of water per day for domestic, industrial, and agricultural applications. The system will irrigate about 74,870 hectares of land in the long run, helping Libya achieve its goals of becoming agriculturally independent. Libya's urban centers will continue to receive water from the remaining supply. 8 kilometers of carbonized metal wire are wrapped around each 7.5-meter section of the GMR pipe. The amount of wire required for just the first stage of the project is long enough to wrap around the Earth 230 times. The stone and sand needed to make its pipes could be used to build 16 of Egypt's iconic pyramids at Giza. This project required enough cement to pave a route from Tripoli to Mumbai. The GMR's massive fresh water flow has made farming in previously unusable dry regions viable. 665 farms spread across the 3,300 hectares make up this initiative in the Jafara Plains. Citrus trees, wheat fields, barley fields, and vegetable patches are all grown on these farms. Conflict in recent years derailed plans to grow millions of palm trees further south. Environmental impact assessments are required before the launch of any significant project in Libya. Khalifa Aloj, a consultant to the General Board of Environment, notes that no such evaluation was ever undertaken concerning the GMMR. Brown, Root, and Price Brothers created the initial project design, while Dong Ah was the primary contractor for the first stages, with subcontractors Anchor Construction and Al Na. The Nippon Koei Halcro joint venture is responsible for Phase 2's preliminary engineering and design. The contract for building and pumping station and providing technical support went for the Frankenthal KSB consortium. NADA airplanes bombed a pipe manufacturing business at break time on July 22, 2011, killing 6 guards. According to NADA, pro-Gaddafi troops utilized the building as a rocket launch pad and storage facility. Just before the attack, Libya had warned that airstrikes led by NADA might lead to humanitarian and environmental catastrophe if they harmed the massive man-made river project. That sums it up. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, subscribe to our channel for more travel-related content.